Hello, welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be sharing with you a very delicious and yummy recipe. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to hit on that bell button. If you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to subscribe, guys. So let's go right into it. I'll be sharing with you my recipe for shepherd's pie. So shepherd's pie is also called cottage pie, and it's basically a casserole of minced meat cooked with vegetables and topped with mashed potatoes. It's so yummy, it's so delicious, and if you haven't yet tried it, I bet you want to try out this recipe. It's pretty simple, very straightforward. So please try it out and leave your feedback in the comment section. Okay, let's get started. These are the ingredients I'm going to be using to do my shepherd's pie. I'm going to list everything down in the description box. So I start straight off. So we start off by peeling our potatoes, wash them and boil them for about 25 minutes. As you can see, the amount of water I use is almost the same level with my potatoes. I season with a teaspoon of salt. So after about 25 minutes or so, when the potatoes are soft and ready, I drain out the water and I just set it aside. So next I'm going to be using my potato masher to mash my potatoes, and I just want it to be smooth and very soft. So let's go. So you can see how soft and creamy it's beginning to look like. I just go ahead and continue to mash it out. I don't want any lumps in it. I want it very smooth and creamy. So let's go. So as I continue to mash my potatoes, when it's almost getting smooth, I put in butter, cheese, and eggs, and I just continue to mash that potato with all of this. So once the potato is smooth, I switch to a wooden spoon to give it a really good mix. So once I begin to mix with a wooden spoon, I add in some milk to make the mixture lighter. As you can see, it's really heavy at this point. I want to break it down a little bit, make it lighter. I don't want it too thick, too heavy. I want it to be soft and creamy. So I mix everything up with my wooden spoon. Once I'm done with my mashed potatoes, I put it aside. Then I heat about a cup of cooking oil in a pot. Next, I add in my chopped onions. I stir fry my onions for about 5 minutes, and I just want it to ooze out all that delicious aroma. So once the onions start getting a little bit brownish and it's dried, I add in my chopped tomatoes. I stir fry for a little while and I just leave it to simmer for about 10 minutes or so. So after about 10 minutes, when the tomatoes is looking dried, I go in with my chopped vegetables and I season. So after seasoning my tomato sauce, I give it a good stir and I just let it to get dried for about 5 minutes. Now to my minced meat, I season and I stir it thoroughly. At this point, I want to add the minced meat into my tomato sauce. So I go ahead and I do that. So you can see how dried my sauce is before I go in with the minced meat. So after adding my minced meat into the tomato sauce, I stir everything thoroughly. So because the meat kind of sucks up the oil, I like to go in again with about a cup of oil. Then I leave it to just simmer for about 15 minutes. So this is after about 10 minutes. You can see that the meat is oozing out water, and that will just cook and boil through until it gets dried. So once my sauce and the minced meat is dried and looks oily, I taste to ensure that my seasoning is okay and everything is right. So once I'm happy with the taste, I go ahead and I put out the heat on the pot. Then I add in my vegetables. You can see it's still cooking, but I already turned off the heat. So you can see how delicious and yummy this is looking. I just love how it smells. It smells so nice. It's so delicious. So once I have all my vegetables in it, I just want to stir, 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 stir. And this is so yummy, guys. So once I'm done mixing this, I take out my casserole dish and I just want to level this meat sauce vegetable yummy mixture into this, and I just level it at the bottom of my casserole dish. Once I'm done leveling out the meat sauce in the casserole dish, I just throw in my mashed potatoes and I use a tablespoon to level out my mashed potato. So once I'm done smoothing out my mashed potatoes, I go in with the brush and I just brush an egg on the top of my shepherd's pie, and this is going to help give it that nice golden brown finish. So once I'm done, I just go in with my fork and I draw some lines on it just to spice it up and make it look really yummy at the end. So I bake my shepherd's pie for 30 minutes on medium heat, and after that I broil for 10 minutes. So this just gives it that nice golden, crispy, shiny finish. So it's out of the oven. This looks amazing. It's so yummy. It's so delicious. It smells, mwah. I mean, like, you have to try this recipe, honestly. Like, this is so good. I just want to cut in and have a piece and just enjoy all of this. So leave your feedbacks, leave your comments. If you try this out, let me know how it turned out. So thanks for watching. I'm just going to enjoy my shepherd's pie right now. Like, this is so yummy, guys. Don't forget to like the video, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Don't forget to press that bell button too. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.